A lot of respect for the job that Charlie Strong's done. I've been with Charlie a couple different times. He coached for my father at Notre Dame. I knew him then. We go back to growing up days in Arkansas, where we both grew up, to when we were on the staff together for 3 or 4 years in South Carolina, where he was the defense coordinator and I was the offensive coordinator. Great respect for Charlie and the type of coach that he is. Great respect for Coach Strong and the coach he is and the job that he does. And I think he's done a great job with his team. He's got them playing hard. He's got them believing. He's got them playing together. And he's got a great relationship and rapport with his players, and it's showing on the field. You can see it. They have adjusted as this year has gone on. When you look at it offensively, I think they're a very talented team, and I think they have an awful lot of depth. Somebody had told me they've got the second most seniors only to Hawaii, but they are a very senior-laden team. They have 4 seniors starting on their offensive line. They're big. They're all 6'4", 6'5", 300, 310. I mean, they've got great size on their offensive line. But I think this football team, their strength, Louisville, is their offensive line. The way they come off the ball, they've got an awful lot of talent at running back. But when you look at it, it's not just the running back, but it's the holes that those guys are creating. That's the thing that stayed constant. I mean, you look at it, you have Powell, you have Anderson, you have Wright. I don't know if Powell will play or not, but Wright comes in as a freshman in a backup role. He's listed 4th on the depth chart and rushes for 100 yards. They had to play a backup quarterback. Froman was out. They bring Burke in. They turn and win on the road without their starting tailback and without their starting quarterback. And I think it speaks volumes to the type of depth and talent that this team has in Louisville. Their wide receivers are very talented. You look at Chichester, who's 6'9". It's hard to miss him. You look out there and it's like, how tall is he? You look at him on film and he looks like he's huge out there. Then you've got Bellamy and Beaumont, the other 2 receivers. I think Beaumont is explosive, does an awful lot of good things. I think they're offensively, there's a reason they're putting up the numbers they're putting up. And they're one of the most explosive offensive teams in this league, and I think it's probably one of the best offensive teams we have played or are going to play up until this point in time in the season. And it's because of their senior leadership and their tough physical mindset and the way that they run the ball. On the defensive side of the ball, they have evolved. They are very multiple. They are very athletic, and they are very aggressive, would be how that I describe them. They run every front you can draw up. They run a 4-3, they run a 50, they run 3 down, they run 4 down. Every formation or every defensive front you can draw up, they have run. As the year has gone on, they have become more and more aggressive. I think they have started playing some younger players. They've got a lot of speed on the field. They're not as big up front on the defensive line when you look at some other people that we play, but they are very athletic and they utilize that strength to their advantage, their speed and athleticism. They move, they twist, they blitz, they stunt. Even more so, they're much more aggressive than Rutgers. And Rutgers is a very aggressive defensive football team. But they are much more aggressive than Rutgers, and here over the last 4 or 5 weeks, they have become more and more pressure-oriented. You can see it evolve. Just as we're learning what our team can do and what we can do, they're doing the same thing with theirs as a new staff. And they are having much more success being aggressive, moving guys, stunting, looping, twisting. They've got a great corner that can play man coverage. I think he's the best corner that we've seen. Probably going all the way back to Florida. I think he's the best corner that we've played since Florida. Yeah, I think he's the best corner in this league. Very, very talented, and that's Patrick. And then you have Smith, number 29, as the safety. I think those 2 are very active players for him and do an awful lot and make a lot of things happen. You have Brown as the linebacker, number 24 is very active. And then Tatum, the defensive end, number 90, is very good. They have a backup defensive end they bring in 3rd down situations named Nat, who has 7 sacks as a backup defensive end, which is pretty good. They are very solid on special teams. They're very good. They're averaging 19 yards a punt return, I believe it is. But this is it's a strong football team on offense with a lot of skill players around them, and on defense they're very athletic and they run around. They are a very, very good football team, and I think it'll be a heck of a challenge. As everybody's been quick to point out, we've never won at Louisville. And so I think, again, we have a great opportunity and a great challenge ahead of us as a senior class, and I think these guys are excited about the opportunity we have.